Next up, we have Morwesi Ramonyai, representing Rutgers, the State University of New Jersey.
So picture this. Africa is exciting. Things have changed. Economies are growing. There's a lot of economic activity. Social cohesion is normal. Children, communities, societies are optimistic. They're hopeful. They can see possibilities for themselves. The future looks bright. Intra-Africa trade is happening. It's a reality. Opportunity is business as usual. Equality is the order of business. And good ethics just makes business sense. Let me welcome you to 2026. So my name is Morwesi Ramonyai. I'm an impact entrepreneur from South Africa, and I work in energy, particularly renewable energy. But let's talk about 2026 and what made this thing happen. What could have been the change agents, the catalysts that made this a possibility? Wisdom tells us that for you to understand your history, your current scenario, you need to look into your history. But we also know that history does craft and shape our future. So let me take you back. I think it was around 2016. If I think carefully, I think it was around June and July in New Jersey. New Jersey, yeah, that's the one. And at Rutgers University, 25 young business leaders came together. They were pursuing their own individual business interests. They're there to craft their own future. But as they deliberated, they realized that actually some of the problems on the continent are bigger than just one of us each. And some of the problems perhaps need to be tackled differently. They then decided to take the opportunity to leverage on their collective power, to do something bigger and more impactful. And as a result of this, they formed a corporation. And it's called a corporation. So this corporation's mission is simple. It's to actually change Africa through enterprise. And it's to use technology and innovation to give access to opportunities to change Africa and to allow Africans to change their own scenario themselves, by themselves, through their own resources and through their own collective powers. They also decided to use networks. For example, they were in New Jersey with Rutgers University, and it was an opportunity to actually work with some of the great minds there. So one of the first problems, of course, energy. We know energy is a big problem in Africa. And we also know what energy can do. Energy can unlock opportunities for economic growth. Energy can allow countries to industrialize. And when you industrialize, you create jobs. Yes. And when you've got jobs, you have sustainable livelihoods. Yes. So at the same time, when you have energy, then you can also eliminate health problems presented by what's happening right now. You can also give access to education in a much more sustainable way. And also what you do is you then reduce the dependence on biomass, which is unsustainable. We know very well that wood fuel, for example, is used the most. Nigeria, for example, uses over 40 million tons of wood fuel annually for energy to cook and to provide heat. This is not sustainable. So something else must be done. But as life would have it, there's always a silver lining, because we then came to learn that one man's trash can be another man's treasure. Yes. And we met an incredible innovator and inventor, and he's developed what you call spec fuel. Spec fuel is a piece of technology that transforms post-recycling waste into energy. This is waste that is not recyclable anymore. This is waste that is not reusable anymore. This is waste that is just destined for the landfill. And we decided to go for it. In fact, the corporation's first project is to actually pilot this in Nigeria. And we're fundraising and getting that going. Why is this important? It's important because, one, it shows that in Africa we can stop just exporting raw materials only to re-import it again, but we can actually beneficiate, process, and consume our own products. Yeah. It actually shows that we can create jobs. It shows that we can create economies that are sustainable. It's also important because this project is not only viable, It's also scalable, and it's also transferable.
Great.
So if 25 of us could do something like that, just from being together in 2 months, can you imagine what 1,000 of us can do? I implore you to take the opportunity, and I thank you.